Good morning, all of you. So, today, after two classes, we are again discussing about fiber to fabric. And in today's class, mainly we'll be discussing about some question answers, and we will also be discussing about the activity which was told to you to be done last week. Today, we'll discuss only some question and answers. Remaining question and answers we'll be discussing in the next session along with the uh, along with the remaining extra questions. So before starting the class, let us just have a look into, or just let us summarize what are the things that we studied in this chapter. So as you all know, we discussed about what exactly a fiber is and how fiber is used to make a fabric. Then we had also done some activities related to this lesson, and then we had discussed how cotton is used as a fabric fiber, how jute is used as a fiber. We have also discussed about the processes of weaving and knitting. Then we have also discussed some simple machines used for these processes. Then the last part of the chapter, we had studied the history of clothing material. Let us move towards the activity video in the first section or the. So you can see on your textbook page number 18 and 19, activity 1, activity 2, 3. I hope you have done this activity. If you turn your pages, okay, page number 21, activity 5. This activity 5 is what I asked you to do. In this activity, you see, take two sheets of paper of different colors, cut square pieces from the length. You don't need to maintain the exact length. If you can, you just maintain it, okay, and then you have to do the further work. Just let me show you how to do this in a short video, okay. So as told, can you see? You can see two papers, right? Two colors. One green color, it's light green, and this is one dark pink color. So you draw some lines of exactly somewhat the same shapes on this. Can you see? Almost the same shape you will get. Huh? Then you have to cut this. Okay. You can draw this like this. I am doing it directly. Okay. And you can cut it. Huh? I will be doing this directly. Can you see this? So I got some strips, right? You can see how I am doing. When you are doing, it should be of exact same shape. You have to draw it and you have to do it. Now, you got so many paper cuttings, right? Now what you do? You fold this one. One fold. Can you see? One fold I put here. One fold I put here. Should be of almost same size. One more fold. Made like this. Folds. This one. This one. Right? Now what I will do is, here I am taking some mark. Say this one. This one. Like this. Like this. Right? Now help of the scale. You can use a scissor instead of this. You will get this like this, right? Now this part also, here I made big ones, so here next one I will make small. Can you see this? Now wherever you made this, okay, see here, try to take the exact measurements, okay, here like this, this one, and here I will take one, right? Now last one I am doing, you can see this, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now we have to open this like this. This one you can see, right? This strip you take the strip which can pass. Because I have not cut equal size, I'll have this problem, but you cut it for equal size. Okay, now can you see one part like this, one part like this. Now this part I will take from this. And I am going to pull this. You can see, right? Now next one from here. You can see, right? Next one. Here. You can see something like this, right? Or now you can paste it here because I have done the first one like this. Now second one, you take it from here and from here. Can you see this? This seems more perfect. Here you cannot see the picture. Third one you see. Here 2, 3, 4. Last one, I still have cuttings. You can cut accordingly, according to your size of the paper. Make it in a correct way. I'll stick this here. So this is the activity related to weaving. Here more cuts are made, small, then you can just make it more clear. Okay, so you will get after the work, you will get exactly like this from the textbook. You can see in your textbook. So don't make much big cuts, make small cuts and then weave it. Then you will get it very beautifully. This is your activity, and everyone must please try to do this activity. Thank you. Now you can see your screen. I think activity part is very clear to you. Just we will be discussing one or two question answers in the beginning. So, if you can see my screen, you can see we are going to discuss the solutions for science. So, you can see in your textbook the first question, classify the following fibers as natural or synthetic. Some examples have been given: nylon, wool, cotton, silk, polyester and jute. So how can you classify this? As you know, you might be knowing, we had classified fiber into natural and artificial. Natural fibers we discussed, animal fiber and plant fiber as well as animal fiber. So plant fiber, you know, wool is there, cotton is there, jute is there. Wool and silk, they belong to animal fiber. Whereas cotton and jute, they belong to plant fiber. So they come under natural fiber. Whereas nylon and polyester, they are the synthetic fibers which we are making in the industries. And that is why we call them as the synthetic fiber or the artificial fibers. Now let us see the next question. So you can see on the screen. Now we are going to discuss from your textbook, page number 24, true or false. Question number 2, state whether the following statements are true or false. Some statements have been given here. You have to discuss whether they are true or false. So A, you can see, yarn is made from fibers. Answers have been given below. So the answer for this is true. B, spinning is a process of making fibers. False. Why? Because the process of making yarn from the fibers is called spinning. Third, C, that is you can see on the screen as C. Jute is the outer covering of coconut. False. Because jute fiber is obtained from the stem of jute plant. D, the process of removing seeds from cotton is called ginning. So it's true. So the answer is true. E, weaving of yarn makes a piece of fabric. So it's true. F, you had done the activity for this also before. F, silk fiber is obtained from the stem of a plant. False. Because silk fiber is obtained from cocoon of the silk moth. And G, polyester is a natural fiber. It's false because polyester is a synthetic fiber. So today we'll be discussing only this much. We'll further discuss the remaining question answers in the next class. This activity is to be done by you, and you have to send me the photos of the activity. If you have sent the photo, there is no need to repeat it. You have to only write the first question and the second question in your science notebook, and I will be sending it to you in the PDF format after the online class. Hope you will do the needed. Thank you.